over here we have MC, or as we call it over here, MSE, part of the Orion Gaming Gañeros etc. Here, just trying to show up. He is actually from Sonora, the state where Best of the Best happened, but from the city of Hermosillo. I think he's the top one. He's the top player over there, and he's been playing Falco a lot. He has notable wins. I can't remember exactly right now, but yeah, he's been good numbers.
Even still, by doing numbers in Fusion and doing some numbers against a player of Cosmos' caliber, right, one of the best in the world, is a different means entirely, but you have the practice, right? Age is a very popular character down here in Mexico, and Falco, a character, despite his slow speed, has laser, has some great grounded options, and some good anti-airs with that up tilt, that down tilt, to really start to stuff out some of Mythra's approaches, and once you get those combos started, even with that foresight, there's a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, and of course at this moment, we can see MC not doing it that bad, to be honest. He's doing really well against a player that is a top player, a international player, and maybe trying to get something with that forward in center stage, and catching with the down tilt and the upper, you know, trying to get some reads on the oh my god, down there into fair, something we can see often as Falco, but Cosmos not having the best of the times right now.
Not at all, and Cosmos now having to swap back to Pyra to get back, but the Reflector does just so much damage, and that's gonna be MC taking that first stock, utilizing that frame 1 tool to get out of a hard place. Cosmos with a very committal up off ledge, and it doesn't quite work out. He doesn't give himself the position to punish that Firebird back to ledge as well, so MC able to reset the position and give himself another chance, but there is no escaping that Pyra down air.
You can't escape a Pyra's downer, especially as a spacing, you know? It's a really explorable recovery. Maybe Falco is not the best to go up. I think Fox reached a lot more, but we have a neutral game again. There we have the combos up showing to Nair. Nair again trying to get him on the ledge, trying to get the downer. Also, I have a downer too, he's saying right now. And you know, Cosmos, he's been doing really well, but yeah, Foresight may get out of it, and that's probably gonna happen a lot in this match.
And now he's pushing himself into the corner, utilizing the full width here on PS2 to its fullest. Even though Cosmos is going to get out of dodge with that Foresight, still has some room to work with. You're 186 units wide, so much wider than the next widest stage we have here in Ultimate. PS2 is a great game 1 stage. It's why you see us go here so much. Players want to use that extra space to figure out each other's options, get the adaptation here in this set. And right now, Cosmos is playing that slower game, right? He could be playing much faster pace with Aegis, but instead slowing it down, trying to get an idea of MC's habits. And even though MC started off quick, Cosmos has brought this one right back to a slightly.
Yeah, not letting him do lots of things, and maybe, you know, you're trying to get some space over here, some space for spacers, as you might say. We have, okay, yeah, no, that's something a lot of people don't punish, you know? A lot of people get up in the stage with Pyra, and then just don't get punished about it, but I know who's getting punished over here is MC with that Pyra. I think it's like downer.
Yeah, I think that looks like a sour spot down there, but it's a little bit hard to tell in the moment. And it's just so incredibly ambiguous. Getting the drag down, but once again, that Foresight means if those combos aren't perfect, they're not going to find their mark. And Aegis having that reversal tool is one of the tools that gives her so much mileage to the matchup. Even still, the raw back air reads center stage. MC with a call out on Cosmos and saying, hey, you might be downloading me, but I'm downloading you right back. And if you're not careful, I can very much still take this one away.
So heavy might be a torrent at this moment. Let's see if he can get out of the corner. And we have the up throw into a double upper. Just, you know, Cosmos has been having trouble landing at this game. Maybe because Falco is just, you know, you just don't let you land, and maybe getting you a lot of time up in the air. And I'm not sure, Cosmos might be just getting some answers right now. There we have the downer, trying to get another thing. Yeah, great spot dodge by Cosmos. Then we had the back throw. This might be it.
Yeah, this very much could be utilizing that invulnerability frames on the swap to find a way through. Cosmos has to burn the air dodge, barely gets back, and MC just not able to land that dare to push you off reset once more. So Cosmos is going to get out of a hairy situation right there, but still trying to pluck the feathers from this bird and steal this game away. MC stuck in the corner, but can't find the hit, gets it there, and just like that, it's going to be one overcommitment, right? Tried to get that multi-hit forward air on shield, and then he whipped it back to try and find a safe poke. Cosmos said, I'm just not going to shield in the first place. I'm just going to up tilt that startup. I low profile underneath, and I'm going to get down low just like a limbo, swing on up, and carve up the game.
Such a smart play by Cosmos. And I'm not sure if he was aware of that because, yeah, you know, overcommitting against any character is not the thing to do. But overcommitting against Aegis, I think it's worse, to be honest. It's Pyra, it's Mythra, you call it, but I'm not sure if you can get out of this punishes so easy against characters. But, you know, MC saw something, and he's doing it right now.
Finding that last hit on the parry, trying to get the down smash, but just pushing you too far away. And Cosmos is doing a great job keeping himself off stage positionally in places that, even though Falco has the tools to really threaten and find early edge guards, especially against a character like Aegis, just doesn't have the spacing relative to the opponent to do so. So Cosmos is utilizing the lip here and that slight ceiling of PS2 to perfection, and so it's allowing the extra opportunity to get back, to find these extra advantage states, and then really making the neutral interaction.
You don't want to make it count is that SD. MC, unfortunately, burning the side B and then going too low for that B. Not having a jump, obviously. And right now, you know, an SD is not a good way to start to the second game. But I think he can overcome it. And I'm pretty sure he's trying to play a little bit more fun.
And now we're seeing Cosmos mixing these slim shots, right? Full hop. Just change that jump height, change the spacing, because Falco, remember, has a very short hop, a very high full hop. So when he has to call you out on those, he has to commit early. Doing so there with that up special as well, right? That linear advantage state and disadvantage state that Falco kind of playing in plays perfectly to someone who wants to play reactive like Cosmos, finds that edge guard, and now gets back 3 stock to 1 situation. He still potentially isn't even in danger of getting back here uncontested.
Can he overreact Cosmos? That's the question. And you know, being down 2 stocks is not something you will like to be in. A spot you don't want to be in at any game, against any character. But no, I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows how to play against Aegis. Everyone knows. But right now, having a hard time because the edge guard is not working for him.
I like the idea, but the tag, he's gonna get the chance. But Cosmos finds a little tick. Even still, he goes to seal it out and gonna lose the stop. Unfortunate from him, but he's got that room to work with here, Davo. And now Vite just gets to come down off the angel plat, some iframe, get the juggle, force you off stage, do it all again. And now MC's right back in the corner.
Yeah, trying to get those starters with the up tilt, double upper again, trying to get a lot more percentage, mainly against Pyra, because you know the disadvantage with Mythra is really tricky, and I'm not sure if he can figure it out, but okay, trying to get it with the F tilt, not hitting it. Okay, just hit another more of space. Neutral right here.
And you swap to Pyra there because even though she falls slower, even though it's theoretically easier to juggle her, right? If you're MCU, it's such a high percent that something there will kill, right? So you just can't contest the landing when Pyra's coming on down. So we're likely going to see Cosmos trying to do that a lot more in neutral or in disadvantage for the rest of this game when we see MC trying to get these juggles. Right now, though, it's up to Cosmos to try and avoid the last on situation entirely. If MC can force it, momentum starts to go in his favor, and he has a real chance to take this one.
Yeah, but fortunately for him not getting the edge guard, and now we have the up smash. Right now for Cosmos, 2-0 up, trying to get it back to as far as I can read. And, oh no, it's banning, okay, right? Yeah, MC is not liking Pokemon Stadium.
And I mean, I wouldn't either, right? Like, you have just such a large speed difference that even though you can use lasers, right, you get too comfortable, they start to foresight them. Suddenly, they've closed the entire gap of that super wide stage of PS2 for free, and you just need to find somewhere that gives you a little bit more of an advantage, whether it's less space so you can scrap more, whether it's an extra top plat. We'll see what MC opts for and what Cosmos bans in turn, but, you know, regardless, I think going back to PS2 here just plays way too much into Aegis' strengths relative to Falco.
Especially the way Cosmos already has this kind of download over MC. You know, trying the same thing about the same places, and maybe just, you know, a new stage can make it better. Just like Town and City, maybe, you know, as you were saying before, spacing is better, and maybe trying some, I don't know, ladder combos over the top.
Yeah, one of the interesting things here is both these characters can play very early off the side, right? This Town and City stage, very short side blast as well. The platform layouts can be good for Falco. That top blast zone means that a lot of Falco's DI mix-ups, right, where he'll look for DI in, up air, DI out, back air, just means, okay, Cosmos is going to DI in every single time, and while you get guaranteed damage, you also don't get the stocks off the top, and Cosmos can take them in turn with the super fast Mythra S-Smash just like that.
That was zero to death by Cosmos, and now MC maybe not the most comfortable in his own counter pick, but he will definitely try. Cosmos is just doing the same thing over that he did in Pokemon Stadium 2, but look at that. Look at that recovery mix-up by Cosmos. You know, when you have a top player on screen, you know.
Yeah, and Cosmos' positioning has been absolutely immaculate. You saw that disadvantage round 2 by really on that side special at the perfect time. Now gets a combo as well off the side just like that and just dicing you to pieces. MC needs to figure out something in fast, but Davo, I don't want to say it's over, but MC's really running out of rope.
Yeah, this is not looking... I mean, if the last games were looking bad, this one is probably the worst. Unfortunately for him, but you know, Cosmos is really good. And getting all these callouts over MC, maybe he's not trying exactly what he should against a character like Mythra, especially.
And here on SB with no platforms, right? That's one of the things Mythra likes. She's just so good at covering your landing, so good at getting underneath you with that sword and the speed, but there's just nowhere to go. And you saw it there that MC was stuck in the air until the platforms came back. Finally gets down, but now you're just about at kill percent here on town against Agent, and you have to be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Even if Mythra's out, oh my god, she's not out anymore. We have Pyra over here, and she might get the kill over. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Just like that, the short side blast zones gonna mean all she wrote over on PS2.
Called it.
That probably wouldn't have killed. We might have seen that one more chance, and where like Falco can use that jump, get up high, and because Aegis has to commit super hard to get back to stage, we could have seen MC potentially find a reversal there. Instead, that's just great situational awareness from Cosmos to close that out in about as dominant a 3-0 as you're gonna see at S Factor.
Yeah, that was a free stock. A really tough moment for MC, but you know, we're always discussing a lot of winners, so he will still have this chance to continue in this bracket by the loser side, and I'm pretty sure he will do well. But in the meantime, Cosmos just did it.
Yeah, and I mean, congrats to Cosmos, right? That was a winner semi-set, so making it out to top 128. But here at S Factor, we talked about it before the set, we're going to talk about it again. I mean, there are so many Slayers in this bracket. 128 might as well just be a second wave of pools because you don't know what you're going to expect. But it looks like we've got a Politopo and Capitan Cito coming up to stage.
Oh.
So that is going to be an absolute banger between one of Mexico's finest players, I think, and then Capitan Cito, who, you know, is someone we don't get to see travel as much, right, from the Dominican Republic, now in Las Vegas. The best me gunner in the world, a character you don't see very much, but a character who, if you thought Cosmos' ledge trapping was scary, wait till you see this, guys.
Oh my god, it's gonna be real lit this time. No one of this crowd will know, but I used to play me gunner, and I used to get a lot of, like,